Good day, everyone. I'm Dave Novak, Director of the Weather Prediction Center, and on my left here we have Alex Lamers with the Weather Prediction Center and Paula Miano with the River Forecast Center. We have a beautiful day here at Albany, New York, along the Hurricane Awareness Tour. And you might ask, hurricanes, upstate New York, how do those two things connect? Alex?
Yeah, so it turns out, believe it or not, the deadliest hazard associated with tropical cyclones is flooding from rainfall. Over half of the fatalities that are direct fatalities associated with tropical cyclones are from that flooding from rainfall. And that can happen near the coast or even hundreds of miles inland, well away from the center of the storm. So anywhere along the entire East Coast, even if you're further inland, should be prepared for the impacts from flooding rainfall.
Yeah, and so the rain falls, and then of course, runs down hills, runs down streets, and then into the rivers. That's where Paula comes in here.
Yeah, so I work at the Northeast River Forecast Center, which is responsible for forecasting the rivers in this portion of New York. What we do is forecast river points for all places around New York and New England. And what's really important is to know how high the river is going to get from the rain. Something that's even more important to find out is where will it be inundated, and something that the National Weather Service has released over the last year in the Albany area and much of eastern New York is flood inundation mapping. So now when the river is going to flood, you'll be able to see on maps what will be inundated.
Yeah, and we certainly hope that won't happen this season, but with an active season perhaps untapped, this could certainly be one of those years. So we always need to be prepared for what could be, and certainly inland areas prepared for these extreme rainfall events and flooding. Alex, what can individual families and individuals do to prepare for this extreme rainfall and flooding hazard?
Yeah, there's very practical things you could do right now. So number one, it's important to know that most flooding fatalities happen with vehicles. It's about 2 out of every 3 flooding-related fatalities are associated with vehicles. So when you're thinking about a day with a major flood risk, whether that's associated with a tropical cyclone or just your run-of-the-mill rain event, think about your routine in the day. Where do you have to go? Are you crossing a stream? Does it usually flood that road? Have alternate routes in mind. If you can stay at home those days, that's always a good idea. Number two, check and make sure your phone can receive emergency alerts. That's probably the easiest way to receive a flash flood warning from the National Weather Service. You can sign up for alerts on a lot of other weather apps as well, delivered from the National Weather Service. And also, if you're in or near a flood risk zone, know whether you're in that zone, and then know whether your insurance covers potential flood damages.
So whether it's the rain, the flooding, the preparedness, your National Weather Service working with FEMA and local partners to keep you and your family safe. We're gonna wrap it up here, and we're gonna be headed down to Norfolk later tonight on the next stop on the Hurricane Awareness Tour. Be safe, everyone.